Namaste, angels. I'm going to do a personal reading for a young woman who contacts me via email. Well, I'm saying young woman. She may not be. I don't know. I don't know anything about her, except that she asked me to, she like hired me quote unquote, to do her reading, and that's what I'm going to do. Begin with the Nine of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, and successful self-employment. Opening to the Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. Nine of Earth back. And I'm coming to the Knight of Air, who's intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless, and may actually represent an air sign person or someone, taking on the characteristics of an air sign. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options so you can come up with creative solutions. Knight of Air can also be about chaos and confusion, if you ask me. I say this lovingly because I'm a Gemini sun and an Aquarius moon. So I'm like a double Knight of Air, potentially. Just running off half-cocked and reckless, basically, can be the Knight of Air very often. Nine of Earth back, and opening to the Chariot, which represents the sign of Cancer or other water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, here with Archangel Metatron. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. This can be about you being in the driver's seat, you being in control of your own life, your own destiny. It can also be about travel, movement, moving, combinations of the modes of transportation and or travel, planes, trains, automobiles, all that good stuff. Victory. Yes, victory is a big one too with the Chariot. Chariot now at the bottom, and opening to the Queen of Earth, who's thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach and deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. The Queen of Earth is a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or someone taking on that kind of energy. Now, those characteristics and traits. Chariot back up. Well, one more, we're back to the Eight of Earth. And that skilled work that is rewarded. Basically, we reap what we sow. We get what we give. We attract what we ourselves put out into the world, too. And coming to the Three of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. From a general sense, a general standpoint, this card can be about just that. Getting along well with others, working well with others, being that people person. From a work standpoint, it can be about your boss having a watchful eye over you. And to me, that boss, or for us in my readings, that boss can always be the universe, can always be God, has an eye on you, and you're in line for a promotion, a raise, an ascension, a bonus. And then when it comes to relationships, this can be about, parties of three, basically, and perhaps something, friendship, like any kind of relationship, from friendship to romantic, and, can be about something at work, right? Involvement with something at work, or involving three people at the office. Or maybe earth signs. And opening to now, I don't know why I'm opening to anything, but I just did. It's the Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision and consider a more playful approach. Someone may be working too hard, like putting too much effort into work and forgetting to live. Maybe too many hours, a lot of overtime, maybe more than one job. Trying to juggle all of that. This can be a card of juggling and the need to find balance in a general sense, but sometimes specifically with regard to like work and play, career and home life. Can also, and is also for me, often like I call it deja vu from hell. Because it's about like coming to the same crossroad over and over again and trying to handle whatever the issue is the same way over and over again. And it defeats logic. I mean, the definition of insanity is to continue to do the same thing over and over again expecting a different result. It does not work. And with regard to this, I would say it could certainly have to do with too much work for somebody, or a decision having to do perhaps with an earth sign and or person at work, energy is the Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. Love that. We went from all that earth to all of a sudden, boom, water, and like one of the best cards in the suit of water or cups that you can get. How awesome was that? Masculine is the Seven of Water. Speaking of water, he has a decision to make as well, and it's a complex one. He needs to do research, stop procrastinating. He also can have a lot of choices, a lot of options. This can also be something involving family or a child coming now. Oh, maybe feeling this, they may be connected. I'm getting the Ten of Air about betrayal, codependency, backstabbing, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better, recovering from an addiction. This can be a codependency upon a family or feeling stuck in a relationship because of a family, a child perhaps. I mean, it can be recovering from an addiction. It can be substance abuse too. It may be like to put the cup down, to put the glass down with the Seven of Water. I'm getting like a lot of drinks. This is like a lot of drinks, alcoholic beverages. I don't know. The masculine may drink a lot. That coming to an end too, if that's the case. Here, and they may be connected. Maybe he drinks because he's depressed about his family situation and he just feels miserable and like stuck there. Whatever that family dynamic is, I don't, claim to know what it is or even to be feeling it. In his subconscious, what he is thinking about, what he wants, what he's working toward, his hopes and dreams, the Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, and receiving a loan or paying off debts. Six of Earth, all about love, first and foremost for me, the planet Venus, and the two zodiac signs which she rules, Taurus and Libra, as well as justice, equality, equity, fairness, righteousness, like all that's good with the world, and true unconditional love, giving without expecting anything back. It can also be about plain old money, and like, monetary, financial, material things, and maybe what's coming to an end also can be an end to like financial struggles. That can also lead one to drink and maybe have some family problems as well. Feminine. King of Water, who's trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice and charity work, which is also love to me. The King of Water is a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Surrounding the feminine is the Three of Fire. Abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time and make long-term plans. So this can truly be about abundance. Or it can be both, or it can be, one or the other, about a party of three as well. And, even further to that, a romantic party of three often, because we got this extra person in the suit of fire, the suit of wands, which is considered very phallic. That doesn't fit. They're not, even in the picture, they're not like symmetric to these other two. There's like a greater distance between this one and this one than there is between this one and this one. So that it throws the whole symmetry off, especially for a math geek like myself. In the feminine subconscious, very, very nice. It's the Knight of Water, who, like the King, is also a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative is also the Knight of Water. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions. So more about balance, like these scales of balance here, and those that showed up on the two, or the energy of the Two of Coins, Two of Earth, also about balance. An invitation to a social event is also a possibility here too. Crowning, the Ace of Air, more victory, brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, and maybe a challenging beginning. Aces are always about new starts in something. This one is usually a new start, from a place of victory and truth. At the root, it's the Knight of Earth, who's loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. He is also a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. You have a guardian angel. And at the heart of the matter, that 9 of earth is back, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, and successful self-employment. Perhaps why we deal with some, on this side, promotion maybe, and on this side, some challenges, I'll call them, with this still remaining the overall energy and the goal. Going to the romance cards, beginning with express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, which I could definitely see coming from the Knight of Water. And opening to calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Calling in your soulmate now at the bottom. Opening to children. Yeah, that can be this again. Your love life is being affected by children. Calling your soulmate back, and opening to deception. Someone from your someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Maybe that's why the Ace of Air comes through with the truth to help them remove it. Calling in your soulmate back. Opening now to romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Calling in your soulmate back. I'm going to cut. Calling in your soulmate. Okay. And the overall energy is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So you want to get into that driver's seat, like the Chariot card. And I think primarily the masculine. But perhaps you too. There may be something happening here with this 3. Maybe it's your 3, not his. I pulled 2. I'm going to go ahead and lay them. I was going to put one back, but Raphael's outside. Atop the 7 of water is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Atop the 10 of air, the family issues that I was feeling, and working on healing them. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, but it's not just your parents. It's, whomever, whatever the dynamic of the family is and wherever the difficulties are. And it can be, it doesn't have to be even, family by blood. Whomever in your life is so influential upon it that they can, be a block to you, or, a hindrance, or an encouragement, a motivator to move forward in life or not. And in your love life, more importantly, is with whom you need to heal this sort of situation by either walking away from them or repairing the relationship. Here atop the 6 of earth is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So you may not be what he is used to, but he's got to continue to move forward regardless. Atop the King of Water, it's soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Very nice. The King of love and emotion sitting here under soulmate is pretty beautiful. Atop the 3 of fire is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This can be the honeymoon phase of a relationship, crossing the Ace of Air, and a new start. It can be the beginning of a new, commitment or something. Here, atop the Knight of Water is chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Crowning, top the Ace of Air, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And atop the Knight of Earth, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energies, crossing the healing family issues. So this could be the mother of a child for him, or his own mother, both. Maybe he's got issues with both. Because because I'm feeling there might be the need for him to release his capital X too, and like, step out and like be who he is and all of that, stop letting other people, again, be in the driver's seat. He needs to be in the driver's seat. He needs to stop riding shotgun in his own life. And remember, your overall energy here was free yourself. So there's something that's really restrictive and binding, for him in particular, perhaps for you too, but for him in particular. And here at the heart of the matter, atop the 9 of Earth, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So how you want to approach one another in order to come back together is by flirting. Extend your light-hearted energy to other. Nothing too serious when you're trying to come back together. Remember, this is the honeymoon phase, the beginnings, and then we'll get to talking, and more will come out. But we're not going to bombard one another at first contact when we, maybe you extend the olive branch to express your love, as was indicated by the card that I began with. Let's see what the Ascended Masters would add to this. Beginning with priorities, and I think making oneself a priority, says King Solomon. And peace offering, I was just speaking about extending the olive branch. Yeah, this is what that card is about, extending the olive branch. It's also, unfortunately, when I pull it, somebody passes away. That doesn't mean within, certainly not within this union, and doesn't even mean surrounding this union, but can certainly be people that you know, and celebrities. Priorities is back and opening to trust. So just like your crowning energy, Vishnu coming through now to reaffirm that message. Priorities is back and opening to energy healing with Merlin. Priorities, I'll go one more, and it's the power of joy. Which is one of my favorites. Priorities is back. Let's cut. Yoga. So there's the need to maybe do some sort of meditation. It doesn't have to be yoga. It can be yoga. It doesn't have to be. But some sort of meditation to work on, yes, maintaining like energy health. Overall energy is listen. It's all about paying attention to the guidance that we get from the universe into our lives. Especially when we've asked for it, we've called upon the angels or God to help us, then we have to actually, pay attention to the guidance and do our best to follow it. The top engagement is artistic expression with Paul the Venetian. So the masculine may be wanting to seek a unique way in order to approach and or express his feelings. Here, atop healing family issues is persistence. So it may be trying to him, it's getting to him. That's why it's the 10 of air here. Again, very painful. Just a lot of feeling of having been backstabbed and betrayed and just not loved the way we would expect family members of any type, whether by marriage or whatever, to, treat us or to have worked out. So there needs to be persistent in getting this back on track one way or another, even if that means, again, walking away from it. Here atop, keep an open mind is clear and shield your energy. So he needs to work on that. It's the energy health. Again, for any kind of meditation, yoga, if you guys are into that, is fine. For you, here atop, the King of Water and Soulmate is work your magic, says Saint Germain. So you may be, again, the one to first extend the olive branch. Being the stronger of the two, at least based on the spread. Here atop, honeymoon, and the 3 of fire is purification. So I think it's going to be, in some respects, detoxing yourselves of that third energy, purifying yourselves of that, whomever or whatever that is. And here in your subconscious is meditate, opposite, like mirroring the masculines, clear and shield your energy, because you both need to work on this energy health maintenance. Crowning, atop trust is trust. I love the universe's sense of humor. I always say I have the best guides, the best big brothers throughout all existence. All existence, all time, all space, all dimensions. And sitting in here in the middle of clear and shield your energy and meditate, both of which are all about healing your energy, is energy healing with Merlin. So more of this this very funny sense of humor here. And this tops release your ex, so which crosses your 3 of fire and crosses his healing family issue. So again, I think you both have a third something, not necessarily a person, but a third energy that you need to remove from your life. Person, place, or thing. Can be, like I talked about drinking here, it can be something like that for you. Purification, like drink more water. Put your glass down too. The heart of the matter. Detached from drama. Wow, I love that. Hear from you, because again, it sits next to this 10 of air, which is certainly a drama for the masculine, something that was painful. The angels further say to the masculine, Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Maybe he's to take on this energy. Make time for those around you. He might be working really hard too, and he's one of the people that needs to balance career and home life. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So even approaching this family, even in cutting them off, if that's what he has to do, in a kind and understanding manner, he is to do it. For you, from the angels, the chariot is back. That driver's seat, that victory. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. This can have to do with this purification is what I'm feeling. And if drinking is not a habit, some kind of habit that you have that you would like to quit, you are in the driver's seat. You can do this. You can be victorious and quit this thing. You're in charge, says Spirit. And the express your love has ended up by the masculine. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So he's to come with a peace offering. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Perhaps very soon he'll be making this expression of love. An artistic expression. He'll find a creative way to do it. And all the other stuff, the bullshit that he's dealing with, he's to let it go, says Kuan Yin. For you, priorities. Put yourself first. Well, I put the universe first, and then myself, and then like everything else. So there's this movie. Oh goodness, what's the movie now? The Best Man. And one of the main characters is this football star. He was like a college football star. He went on to play pro, and he wrote a book. And it's about how he puts God first, and then his family, and then football. God, family, football. And I sort of follow that mantra myself. If you put the universe first, then you put yourself first. Your family, and my mate, my divine partner, my divine masculine, he's included in my family. So God, and then me and him and everybody else, and then like whatever other bullshit life brings, football or whatever else you're into. Third. So that's my advice toward priorities. Let me give you a cross because I did not do that for you in the beginning. And I've been trying to include those at least throughout this season of Easter until the ascension of Jesus. Yours will begin with healing sounds and opening to Guardian. Guardian now at the bottom. Opening to relationship. Very nice. It's always pleasant to see all the confirmations come in. We've had 2 of water. Oh, there's fear. Don't like seeing that confirmed. But then again, I kind of do. Because then we know what we have to deal with. But yeah, you've had 2 of water, soulmate. Now relationship. Guardian is back. And opening to birth. All about something, a new path, a new start, maybe like that Ace of Air. Guardian back, I'll go one more. And it's golden memories. These can be, about the things, people, and places that we're letting go, too. They don't have to be with regard to one another. It can be like, we have fond memories of some things, and that's the extent of that. Let's leave it there, and we're moving forward now with our lives. We're letting everything else go. Again, God, family, football, because that's how we achieve balance, and that's what's important for us. That's a priority for us, our health. The overall energy is this fear. Okay, so you, with regard to yourself in relation to the union, dreams. This can have several meanings, actually. You may be getting messages in your dreams with regard to the union and or your divine masculine. You may be seeing him in your dreams. And this can also be like the situation, the relationship, and all that of your dreams as well. The masculine, with regard to your reflection, it's very similar to dreams. Like he looks upon it fondly. You can tell how very fondly, but how bright and illuminated this situation is. And also the reflection is not a pun, but it alludes to the fact that you guys mirror one another in this divine partnership. That's how he sees you. He sees himself as emerging, rising like the phoenix. So he was at the bottom of the pit, and maybe I would assume it was very dark down there because it's so illuminated here. And we know that life isn't like that. It's not just well lit everywhere we go. So he had to come from darkness, but he's risen above that, and he continues to ascend even higher and higher. The union, sorrow, perhaps because you're not together. That's the feeling that I'm getting. And I know that makes Mary sad because this is, one of the things for which Jesus died. I mean, at the heart of the matter, this matter, these unions are a huge part of the new covenant, right? Jesus was very clear. He gave a whole speech about the new covenant in relation to divine union, and that what God has brought together, let no man tear asunder. What was existing as law that was given to Moses was only given to appease man, and is to be disregarded at this point. That was the old covenant. We kicked that to the curb, and we are now the new covenant. Now, in the new covenant, Jesus specifically uses the words, God joins two souls. He says souls. And let no man tear that asunder. When that doesn't happen, when there's been blocks, when there's been, interference by perhaps the dark, from which we have to rise, this makes Mary sad. Overall, birth, however, despite all of that, new beginning here, fresh new start, opportunity to co-create. The outcome, sacred union. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? I mean, not just the way the card looks, but the message and how that all came together. What will the masculine have you sacrifice or work on? Surrendering, I guess, getting in full surrender and acknowledgement of the union. Maybe you're acting single. That's what I'm getting. Are you out here acting single because you're not physically together? He wants you to stop that. He's going to sacrifice. Yeah, remember when I saw this card the first time, I said this can be about other people in our lives that we're leaving behind. We're going to take the memories with us, and that's it. That's what he's doing. That's what he's sacrificing. He's letting go of other people, places, and things in his life that are not conducive to the union, and he's just going to, thanks for the memories, basically. I didn't give you a card of what the two of you, the universe would have the two of you do. And I think I had this in the same position for somebody else earlier. It's to surrender to the ascension and to This is your promotion in part from the universe. This is your bonus. This is what he's giving you. But you got to get bare and open and be fully vulnerable in order to receive it. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, dear. Namaste, Angel.